Memphis family crying out for people to put the guns down. This after two teens were shot and killed at a gas station in Whitehaven that left another teen mom and infant injured. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock. Greg has the night off. Our WREG's Bria Jones spoke with one of the victims' families and she joins us live tonight. Bria, what is the family telling you?
Well, Stephanie, the family of the 15-year-old victim is absolutely heartbroken. They're pleading for an end to the senseless violence across the city.
I really feel like there were Alexis in heaven and my mama.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. Seeing these mothers cry like this, I mean, they sent their daughter to a basketball game with a bunch of girls and a baby, and the girls and the baby driving home. And I don't know what happened, but it was obviously some kind of discrepancy, dust up, or some kind of something happened, and some dudes rode up and sprayed the car and shot everybody in the car, including the baby. And there won't be a tweet from any Sun person of note. No Sun person with a blue check will tweet about this, because by the time they finish the tweet, it would have happened again. And they don't want to put themselves on the hook for that. Because if they got a tweet, not even every time this happens, but every time this happens in their city, or every time it happens to some young mother or somebody, a student or a kid, somebody, high school basketball, college basketball. It's exhausting. It's easier to keep up with the one or two, what is it? 13 unarmed Sunmen killed every year by police. Unarmed. And unarmed means Jacob Blake fighting with a knife. Unarmed is Rashard Brooks, who took the taser and shot him with it. Unarmed is George Floyd, who was in the cruiser. They were about to drive him to the station. He kicks his way out of the cruiser. So 13 of those a year. It's easier to keep track of that and go on Twitter and raise Cain about that than the 500 of these involving just girls a year. Sprayed in the car. They taking the easy route. I'm not giving them any credit for taking the easy route, but they can't keep up with this stuff.
I really feel like there were Alexis in heaven and my mama.
Overwhelmed with pain, the family of 15-year-old Alexis Buchanan is still in disbelief her young life was cut short.
Her 16th birthday was already planned, and it's December 30th coming up.
Family says Alexis, a 10th grader at Hamilton High, was one of the 4 people injured in a shooting Friday night at a gas station in the 3800 block of Elvis Presley Boulevard. According to Memphis police, the victims were at the gas pump inside a red Infiniti when a dark-colored Nissan pulled up and fired multiple shots into the car, killing another 16-year-old girl and injuring a 16-year-old mom and her 9-month-old baby boy. Alexis' sister says they were leaving the Whitehaven Wooddale basketball game.
I get on social media. I see the same girl that she went to support at the church. I knew from that moment my sister was in that car. I knew for the moment my sister was dead in that car.
Shelby County Schools confirms both teens that died were students, the other attending Wooddale High. In a statement, SCS says in part, grief counselors are offering support for students and staff. We share our deepest condolences with the family during this time. Memphis police say the suspect's vehicle was recovered, but no arrests have been made. The family is hoping someone comes forward with answers.
These babies were stolen. Their lives were deprived. Ain't even found their way yet.
A vigil will be held here tonight at Hamilton High to honor the victims. For now, reporting live in South Memphis, Bria Jones, WREG News, Channel 3.
New at 11, a Tampa mom is calling for an end to senseless gun violence after it took the life of her daughter. Tampa police are now searching.
The gun violence didn't take the life of her daughter. Some thugged out, unrepentant, Sunman criminals with rap sheets longer than CVS receipts that have benefited from defund the police, from no bail, from criminal justice reform, from lighter sentences, from leftist liberal prosecutors and judges, killed this woman. This one right here, fam, this one right here, this one really, really, really stuck in my craw. In fact, I did this video once and I had to do it again because it's just, this is right here. This was a good woman. This was a good woman.
New at 11, a Tampa mom is calling for an end to. New at 11, a Tampa mom is calling for an end to senseless gun violence after it took the life of her daughter. Tampa police are now searching for tips to find who shot and killed 21-year-old Savannah Mathis on Wednesday night as she was driving right near Julian B. Lane Park. ABC Action News reporter Mason Morrow spoke with her mother, who says that her life will never be the same.
I wouldn't put this on any parent. This is the hardest thing I had to do ever in my life.
La Maria Smith, unsure where to turn. Just 4 days after her daughter was shot and killed driving near Gray Street in North Delaware Avenue in Tampa.
I mean, when does it stop?
Police were called to the area just after 8 o'clock on Wednesday night, where 21-year-old Savannah Mathis crashed the vehicle she was driving into a wall after she was hit by gunfire. Mathis was sent to the hospital in critical condition and died from her injuries. Police say a passenger in the vehicle was also shot and transported in stable condition.
She was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it cost her her life.
Smith says her daughter was an ambitious young woman. She graduated from Plant High School with a 5.0 GPA and was studying to be a nurse.
5.0 GPA. And trust me, I know the schools in these Sun districts are not the greatest. And every time we go to the Great Schools app and we look up these schools in these Sun districts, the test scores are low, the kids are not doing well. However, she did do well. She got a 5.0, not a 4.0. So that shows you that not only was she dedicated, not only was she focused on her education, but she was too smart for those schools. Does she get a 5.0 in a really good school? Probably not. Maybe she just gets a 4.0. But in the Sun District, she was so smart that she was off the charts. She got a 5.0. Because they couldn't contain her. That school, whatever school, Tampa, it couldn't contain her. She was too smart. She did not belong here. but she was here because her family owned a business. BJ's Alabama Barbecue. Family business, 53 years. And she stayed around to be a part of this business. And she was the light of this business. Everyone loved her. She was friends with everyone. Everyone who came in enjoyed seeing her, enjoyed talking to her. Her presence was invaluable. She was being groomed to take over the business. And imagine with her personality, her ability to, succeed, be successful, what she would have done with that. We're talking about a young girl that sometimes you hear people say, man, get out of the stand. Leave the stand. Get out of the stand. This is one girl who couldn't, even though she was the prime candidate to get the heck out of it. Her family owned a business, and she was being groomed to take it over and be the next generation of it. Very popular business. Firefighters, cops, everybody ate there. They all loved her. EMTs. And it's just, when you hear those people, I've seen videos of people talking about her, and just like, wow. This one really, really stuck in my craw, man. This was a tough one, Jack.
She was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it cost her life.
Smith says her daughter was an ambitious young woman. She graduated from Plant High School with a 5.0 GPA and was studying to be a nurse. She had her sights set on the University of Florida after graduation from Hillsborough County Community College next spring.
How do, this one leave us so soon? She still had work to do.
Smith won't get to watch her daughter live out her dreams of becoming a doctor. She'll miss Christmas together and Mathis's planned birthday trip to Atlanta in January.
It's not fair. I would never see her again. I would never hug her again. And it's hard.
Her dedicated daughter and best friend lost to unintended gun violence, a Tampa Bay trend that Smith says needs to end before more families are put through her pain.
It's not fair to what you're doing to us parents and siblings. And, she was loved.
In Tampa, I'm Mason Morrow, ABC Action News.
Just awful. The investigation into Mathis's death is ongoing, and her family is hosting a candlelight vigil on Friday night in her honor. Details can be found on our website, abcactionnews.com.